We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hi guys, it's card number 6 in the 12 cards of Christmas. I had to think for just a minute. You know how that happens? You start out a thought and you think you know what you're going to say, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, wait a minute, is that what I was going to say? I just had one of those. Alright, so I did pre-prep this. I will say that. I wanted to use one of these stickers. It was this one actually. And this is part of the ephemera from one of the scrapbook kits that I got. It's a Me and My Big Ideas scrapbook kit. Can't tell you the name of it. Don't have the original packaging, so sorry. But this says, "The old wish, true and sincere, a happy," it says Xmas, Christmas, and glad new year. I really like that. And I backed it on a triple layer of cardstock. And the reason that I did that is because it's probably going to, and I've got it a little bit crooked there, it's probably going to get a little bit of wear as it gets opened. And I didn't want it to bend or break, or, you know what I mean? I didn't want it to tear or anything like that. And I put this back into my paper trimmer and trim it, but it's so thick now I don't think it'll trim it, because it's basically 4 layers thick, because these are some thick stickers. And I'm not doing any stamping on this card. We're just doing stickers. They're readily available everywhere, especially this time of year. So let's put this guy together. That's still not perfect. Maybe I'll straighten that out. Maybe I'll find another way to fix it. What I have here is, and this is kind of a flimsy piece of cardstock, which is what prompted me to do so many layers in it. It was to beef it up a little bit, if I'm honest. I wanted the dark green, and I didn't have the dark green in a thicker cardstock, so I was forced to use this one. I cut it at 5.5 this way by 8.5 this way. Then I scored it at 2 1/4, and I flipped my paper around and I scored it at 2 1/4 again. Super simple, right? It doesn't get much easier than that. Then I have a mat that's going on the inside that is 4 by 5 1/4. Then I have another mat that's going on the inside that's 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. I wanted that extra 8 to show the words back there, or a little bit of them, just kind of a peekaboo type. But I didn't want to go ahead and go 1/4 off because it was too much. I tried it and I didn't like it. And this piece here I may or may not use. I was thinking about maybe putting it over here, but I don't know. I might cut it down and put it across the middle. Maybe. I don't know. On the outside, we have 3 mats. The first one is 2 inches by 5 1/4 inches. I guess I don't have to put both sides down. The second one is 1 7/8 by 5. And then the last one is 1 1/2 by 4 5/8. Then we're going to put a piece of ribbon on here because I wanted a pop of red, since the sticker that I'm using has some red on it. It's a little bit different shade. I went ahead and went into my ribbon stash over there. This is one I picked up this year from Dollar Tree, and I thought, how cute would that be folded over that top mat and glued down? I think it'll be adorable. And then this guy is going to go here, and then I'm going to use probably this sticker right here in the middle, because the Merry Christmas won't fit. So we'll use this Best Wishes for a Happy Christmas and Bright New Year in the middle. This is totally different from what I originally had thought. My original idea was to go with these Target stickers, which I could still do. These, and I took my 2-inch scallop and cut out a piece of craft cardstock just so that I'd have something to stick the sticker to. It just still doesn't feel like enough, and the craft doesn't go with anything else on the card, so I couldn't really work it in there. Now I could have done it on black or green or red or some other color, but it just wasn't speaking to me. I might use a few of these little bows and the little leaves and stuff. I might do that. We'll see. I have those guys over there just in case. So let's get started. And I've already made my decision on this piece. I am going to use it 1 3/4 by 3 7/8. Good grief. Because I want to cut it the same width as this piece. What I may do is see if I can actually cut this off. I'm not real good at that. I don't know. I keep trying though. I guess it's the hard-headedness in me that forces me to continue to try, I don't know the words give up, And I've said about 5 times now, and I apologize for that. I know that's annoying. Come loose! I could fold that over, but we're not doing that, because that would raise one side. So I needed to go by the jeweler today and get my ring cleaned, since I was over in that area, and I got sidetracked because I bought a used car, and the people that I bought it from left one of their garage door openers in there. And I had asked my husband, because it was him that was, here I said it again. It was him that was in contact with them prior to us buying it, and then when we made the decision to definitely say, yes, I like the car, yes, I want it. So I said something to him about getting a hold of him, the man we purchased it from, and let him know that they left the garage door opener in the car, and that I can either mail it back to them or I can drop it off at his place of employment, since that's where we met him to test drive the car and look at the car and all of that stuff. Well, he didn't still have his phone number, because I didn't discover it up there on the visor until, I don't know, 3 or 4 days after we got the car. And I've had the car for about 6 weeks now, but I haven't been over in that area. So what I told my husband was, well, the next time I'm over in that area, or even close to there, I will go by and leave the garage door opener there for him. Hopefully, they'll get a hold of him and let him know that it's there. So I went by there today, and I just missed him. He had just left. So I had the dispatcher call and connect me to him, and I told him who I was and that I had his garage door opener from this car. He said, well, I didn't think we were missing one. And I said, well, there was one up on the visor, and it's not mine. So I assumed it was yours. I don't think anybody come and put one in my car since it's been locked. And he has a good sense of humor, so He kind of giggled and I kind of giggled. I said, it might be your daughter's, because it was his daughter's car when she was in college. And when she got out of college, she bought herself a brand new, nice, very expensive car. So I said, well, if you want, I'll go ahead and leave it here, and then you try it on your garage, and if it works, fantastic. You have your garage door opener. If it doesn't, I guess throw it away, because it's not mine. It was in the car, and I just haven't made it back over this direction until now, and we didn't have your phone number anymore. He said, oh, okay. And I said, and I don't know why I didn't think to call up here to your place of employment, because I could have done that. I just didn't think about it. So he said, okay, I'll send one of the guys out there to meet you, to get it from you. And I said, okay. So I waited, and I waited, and I kept waiting, and you can never find anybody. He's a security guard at a facility, and you can never find anybody in that security guard's area, ever. Never, ever. It doesn't matter when you go there, you can't find somebody there. Unless you have somebody call somebody to come up there. So I went back out by the car, because I told him I'm parked behind your security vehicle and I don't want the car towed off. I said, I'm in that car if they've seen it. And he said, oh, okay. He said, well, I've got a guy coming up there. I said, all right. So nobody shows up. I'm standing out there. It's kind of chilly out today. For a good 20 minutes, I would say. So finally I started walking up to the security area, and this guy opens up a door. And I'm like, I held up the garage door opener, and he looked at me like he had no idea what I was doing there. And I told him who I was, and that I just spoke to this person, and that they are expecting me to leave this garage door opener here. Oh, okay. Well, I'll text him and let him know I have it. And I said, okay, thanks. And went back to the car. I no more got back in the car, and this other guy walks up to the car. And I told him, I said, I just gave it to the other guy. The right hand does not know what the left hand's doing at that facility. He said, oh, okay, well, I'll go get it. I'm like, all right, well, he was supposed to text him. But I just walked away from, oh, wait. I said, but I just walked away from there, so I almost glued that down without putting my ribbon on. See, and you almost let me do it. Anyway, I don't know why I got onto that story. I don't know. I just feel like life is like a boomerang, It's that whole karma thing. That's the boomerang. When you do good things come back. And when you do bad things come back. And we're seeing how that truly works with a family member right now. Things are happening in their life that is what I feel like is a direct result of their action and or inaction. Before their mama died. So I do kind things for people just to do kind things for people, just to show that there are still good people in this world. And I try each and every day to be one of those good people, because, and I just said that again, because the more I put good out, the more, not so much good that comes back. Uh-oh. Come on, don't tear up my paper. Ugh. See why I should not talk? That's crooked. But I'm not willing to tear it up, to pull it up. What are you doing, squirrely butt? My dog is being silly. I don't know. I just think we should be kind and loving to one another, because that really is the way God intended, you know? And I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm never gonna be perfect, because the only perfect one is God. And I'm sure not him, and I don't want that job. But I want to be as good a person as I can be in this lifetime. Not for any other reason other than when I put good out, I experience good people in my life. It's like the quality of people. And it's not really quality. I guess maybe I'm saying that wrong. Because I don't think people I don't think that people should be looked at that way. The kinder people that are in my life today, as opposed to other times in my life when I almost did it again. When I was not such a nice person, because there was a time when I was younger that I was more selfish. And I'm embarrassed to say that, but it's true, so I'm honest about it. You know what I mean? I refuse to be dishonest, even when it doesn't really shed a good light. Because when I was younger, I was more selfish. And I'm grateful that I'm not that same person today. If that makes sense. I hope it does. I'm grateful that I've learned lessons and been blessed enough in this life to have learned those lessons and become the person that I should have been all of my life. Simply put. So there we go so far. Let's get our sticker out of here. I think I'm gonna like this little card, other than that crooked part at the top of the other thing. Maybe I can trim it. I just tried that a little bit ago and failed. But we'll try again. Never, 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 never give up. Let's put this right in the middle. This one I didn't have anything to do with cutting. And it's crooked. I know. It'll be alright. And those and this poinsettia come from the same set. I like these stickers. They're good quality. They're nice and thick. Let's see. Yeah, he was really surprised that I went. He said, "Are you outside of," and then he mentioned his place of employment right now, and I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "I came by here to bring this back. You know, if you weren't here, I could give it to somebody that would give it to you." He said, "Well, my goodness, that was sure nice of you." And I said, "Well, you know, it's not mine. It had to have been somebody in your family's." The only garage door opener that we have, because we have a single car garage, because we live in a house that was built in 1940, so it's tiny. And the garage really was not, I don't think, an original part of this house. It might have been. But it's a single car garage, and the only garage door opener that we have is in my son's car. And it didn't look anything like that one. Alright, so from about that T over, so from about there, I didn't realize that I had so many verbal bad habits. Like saying, you know, and so I didn't realize I had so many until I started filming myself, whether it was a haul or a craft. In editing, I hear myself and I say to myself, good grief, you need to quit that. I bet that gets obnoxious for other people to listen to. And I think I've had you guys in the right spot the whole time. Let's see. That's kind of cute, other than being crooked. We are our own worst critics, aren't we? Well, I am mine anyway. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for spending a little time with me. Thank you for your patience. I certainly appreciate it. And you guys have a glorious tomorrow. Bye, guys.